Alright guys, so I want to talk to you guys today about the safety first baby gate, which is what we have here. And so we got this when our baby first started crawling, and of course that was going to be a problem with the kitchen right there. We didn't want them crawling near the oven when it's hot, or the stove, of course. So obviously there's a bunch of various reasons why you would want to get one of these. So it does come with this main gate here, right, of course, but it does come with the extensions, so you can see on the left and right here, we've used both because we have a fairly wide wall. And the way it works is you don't even have to drill into the walls because it is pressure mounted. So you basically have these screws in place that you would stick into those ends, right? And then you would just screw it to the left and the right to obviously adjust the pressure. And that's what's great is because, it's obviously going to be a little shorter on the bottom. So you just screw it in a little bit and to adjust there, and then screw it a little longer to account for the wider width up top. So the lock itself, what's great about the lock is that you need two hands, or one hand, but two. You need to push both forward and push up in order to release that lock. So even if your toddler is able to kind of start working with his hands, he's gonna have a challenge actually doing both of those. So that'll still keep this thing locked and keep him away from all dangerous stuff. And the best part is if you need to close it, you can just go ahead and swing it closed. So you don't have to do all that just to keep it closed. So that's super handy, especially when both your hands are full and you just need to kick this closed. Super convenient for that. But also notice how you can swing it both ways, so that's great. But if you did need to have it only swing one way, that's where these guys come in. You could just push one side down, and of course that'll prevent it from going that way and only swinging this way, and vice versa. Go that way and it'll only go that way. Now, one thing I did want to mention is that it does come with cups that would hold these things in place, but if you need, you can actually take those cups off. And so what's great about that is that this piece is actually made out of rubber, so you can even just place it against the wall, and the friction is such, and the pressure obviously, that it'll keep that thing in place. And what makes that awesome is that in our case, for example, you can put the other end up against something like this. So even with this, this angle here, this edge of our pantry, this thing's not going to go anywhere. And that rubber matting makes it so that this thing doesn't go anywhere. So that's awesome because you don't actually need another wall. You just need something super heavy and super secure on the other end. And depending on, maybe the material, you can use the cup holder, or you can use just this rubber piece without the cup holder. Alright guys, so that's the safety first baby gate, which we highly recommend because it's super secure with those pressure mounts. You got the ability to swing it both ways, the convenience of just being able to close it like that. It's hard for the toddler to open, and then you can lock it in place one way or the other here. And if you don't have two walls, you just have two very heavy things on either end of that, and you can use the rubber padding to keep that thing in place. So check this thing out if you're looking for baby gates.